Hey everybody, welcome back to Vegas Tips and Tricks for Saturday, January 25th, 2020. We're back in studio, back to our regularly scheduled program. Well, kind of. Because I'm going to talk about some changes coming to the show this year, some exciting changes that may involve you participating in the program. So you're going to wait till the end. We're going to do our housekeeping details at the end. And we're going to probably do a little bit shorter show on the front side so we can make space for that. But you'll want to stay tuned all the way to the end of the show today to find out about what's coming up. It's exciting. I'm excited about it. So, before we get started with that, let's go with this week's Vegas news. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about Circa Las Vegas, and for good reason. It's been a long, long time since we've had a new resort opening up in Las Vegas. I mean, we had some remodels, some redos, some refurbishes, but it's been a long time. It's been even longer since we've had a new hotel opening up downtown. And this one looks to be pretty spectacular. We're not going to talk about all the details of that today, but we did find out this week that the restaurants that are going to be showing up at Circa when it opens sometime later this year, first part of next year. So just going to quickly review what's on tap for restaurants. There's going to be a place called Victory Burger and Wings. And this is actually a new restaurant concept by the same people that own American Coney Dogs over there. They've not tried this before. It sounds like a fun place to hang out, have a few drinks, have a little bar food, and enjoy the game. So it sounds like definitely a place I would want to check out. There's a place called Saginaw's Delicatessen. And this is from a, quote, Detroit legend, Paul Saginaw. Who is involved in Zingerman's Deli in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Apparently this is going to be a 24-hour deli. And again, sounds like a place that'd be fun to stop in and enjoy. As you know, Derek Stevens is from Detroit, and a lot of his restaurant concepts and ideas have come from his home state. So this is another example of that. Now, one of the restaurants they're talking about is already there, and that's the Project Barbecue, which is more or less a permanent food truck there. So if you've tried that out, good stuff, and that will continue to be a part of the Circa's restaurant mix. There will also be a very nice restaurant, your sort of classic steak kind of place, called Barry's Downtown Prime, from Chef Barry Decay. I don't know who these people are. I'm just sharing the information. This is, by the way, from a story in the USA Today a couple of days ago that I'm getting this stuff for you. But, you know, again, you're going to have your steaks, your seafood, you know, great place to take a date or a client or something. This is probably a place I'm not likely to go just because I don't fit in those places, but you never know. And finally, there's going to be a place called 8 East. And 8 East is, quote, a Pan-Asian menu. Okay, let's see. Wow, it's from the guy who's the chef at La Thai, which gets extremely high marks as one of the better restaurants, not just downtown, but anywhere in Las Vegas. So, be interesting to see what new concepts he introduces here. And if you're a fan of Asian food, that sounds like a place you will want to be. So there you go. You've got 5 restaurants there. That'll be nice because if you're staying across the way at the Golden Gate, there's nothing to eat there. Maybe they have a vending machine. I don't know. That's about it. Of course, you've got the plaza there as well. But so 5 eateries that they've announced at least so far for Circa. So that's our news story of the week. Now it's time for our Vegas tip or trick. Our Vegas tip or trick this week comes from another Vegas YouTuber. T&G from Vegas Best Ideas did a video just the other day walking you through one of the many Lee's discount liquor stores in Las Vegas. So if you're in Las Vegas and you need to stock up on some quality alcohol, and you don't want to pay, you know, those outrageous prices in the gift shops, you have access to a car, heck, if you're buying enough alcohol, you could probably get an Uber and it would be worth it. But you want to check out their video, but just a tremendous selection. I've shopped at Lee's a couple of times myself through the years. So definitely one of the great places to go in Las Vegas, and a good price. And like I said, you can't drive more than a couple of miles almost without tripping over one of them. So thanks T&G for that. They'll of course be entered for a fabulous prize. I think we have about 6 or 7 entries now. When I get up to 10, we'll do the Wheel of Death and somebody will win something. Yeah. So anyway, thanks a lot for that. That's a quick one like I promised, and today we're going to have a quick hotel review. Okay, today I'm going to talk about Casino Royale, that little hole-in-the-wall casino as you're walking past Harrah's and you hear, megaphones in the street, and it's kind of tacky, but, it's an option. And once upon a time this was the norm in Las Vegas, where a lot of these little small, almost sort of storefront casinos, certainly downtown, you still get that a little bit downtown, but those kinds of casinos have pretty much been lost to the ages and to the mega resorts. So if you like that kind of thing, you like sort of a low rolling kind of place, the Casino Royale might be for you. Now they have a hotel as well. A lot of people may not know that, but it's a Best Western, and so if you stay there, you're going to be staying at a Best Western. That's what it is. It should be. It's a decent enough place to stay. They don't have a resort fee, but typically when I've looked, you're usually better off staying at Harrah's and paying the resort fee versus the prices they typically charge. But it is a really good location. They have free parking on site, which is a nice little touch. And, you've got all the Caesars properties just to the south of you. Venetian is right there. Mirage close by. So, like I said, it's a great location. They've got a lot of cheap food options on site, including the world-famous $2.49 hot dog. Now, if you want to put some chili or cheese on that or get a drink, pretty soon you're well over $5-6. But if you can get by a little ketchup and mustard, it'll fill you up all right. I'm not sure you should eat it, but I have. It's not bad. There's like a McDonald's and a Chipotle and a Denny's just right out the door. And the star of the food service options at Casino Royale is, of course, the White Castle. What a better place for drunk people to eat at 2 in the morning, and it's right there on the Strip. So, and I do enjoy a White Castle now and then. So, they used to be world famous for their sort of dollar beers. Now, it was usually not the top of the line beer. Last time I remember it was like Michelob Light. But if you need some alcohol, you don't have a lot of money, was a good option. Well, it's still a decent value. They have quite a number of sort of domestic, sort of standard lager type beers available at the bar, 24/7 for $3. And it's hard to beat at a casino bar. In fact, it's probably all but impossible to beat at a casino bar unless they're offering some sort of special. So, should you stay at Casino Royale? Well, hey, if you can get a good deal, I'd stay there if I could get a good deal. It's not really the kind of place I enjoy hanging out, but some people love it there. It is pretty small, so the drink service is usually pretty good. If you sign up for their player's card, you usually get a really good deal. If you lose like $20, they give you another $20, but it changes all the time. The card seems to change all the time. So even if you have one, I'm pretty sure I've joined their slot club 2 or 3 different times and gotten a deal. So again, good location. And a fun little casino. So if you've never dropped in, just check it out. Maybe it's for you. Okay, so now it's time for our expanded housekeeping session where we're going to talk about this channel and this show going forward in 2020. Your chance to be a part of it. First thing we're going to be introducing to the show, assuming there are people who want to participate, is a regular segment on who's going to be in Las Vegas. There are so many Vegas vloggers out there, so many Vegas channels out there, and they're having group polls, they're having meetups, they're visiting Vegas, they want to meet their fans, or they want at least you to know they're there so you can be watching for their material. So if you've got a Vegas vlog, if you've got a Vegas channel that you want us to talk about, send me an email. I think I've put the little name on the screen below, but it's jrswift@vegastipstricks.com. Let us know when you're going to be in town. We'll probably do it on like a monthly basis, like who's going to be there in February, who's going to be there in March. Give us whatever information you want us to share, and we will do it so that your subscribers, your fans, know when you're going to be in town, where you're going to be. You know, as I say, give us as much information as you want. You know, we don't want to encourage people to stalk you unless you want them to. But again, if you're having any group pulls or meetups, please include that. Along those same lines, that segment is probably going to be hosted by another person. And that's part 2 of today's housekeeping notes. We are, hopefully, over the next few months, going to be introducing regular or semi-regular segments contributed by other channels or by you. You don't have to have a YouTube channel to participate, but if you do, it's a great opportunity to promote your channel. And you're going to have little segments just like we have here, but maybe we'll have a segment with Mark Anderson once a month or once every couple of weeks, where Mark will come on and give his pennies for Vegas tip of the week or tip of the month. And if you're interested, again, send me an email, jrswift@vegastipstricks.com, and pitch your idea. Again, I'd love to have sort of a rotating cast of characters, again, whether it's weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, whatever it is, or maybe just a one-shot. Give you an opportunity to get some other perspectives, break up the monotony of the show so you don't have to stare at me all the time, and I think provide an opportunity for some of you to build your channels and grow. You know, we get a fair amount of exposure with this weekly broadcast because it gets posted on the Facebook group. Over 6,200 people on there are going to see it, so it's a good opportunity. The other thing we are looking at doing, and these are both still in the speculative stages, so don't hold your breath, but we've just about nailed down a Vegas Tips and Tricks logo, and that means there could be merchandise coming, probably a few months away, probably starting with your sort of generic t-shirt. But if you've always wanted to sport Vegas Tips and Trick merchandise, that is likely coming in the next few months. And here's the next one that people have asked for, and we're still looking at how to put it together. It won't just be me if it happens. It'll be, again, a sort of rotating cast of characters, but we are doing the preliminary look at a podcast. Whether it would be a sort of simulcast where we do a video podcast here on YouTube, or just an audio-only podcast, or both. Not decided on that yet because, again, we've just been speculating this. I've been talking to a few people about it, and it's something we'd like to do, but the logistics of it are a little bit tricky if you haven't done it before. So, in other words, to summarize this week's housekeeping tips, if you are a Vegas channel and you'd like us to let people know when you're going to be in town, what you're going to be doing, if you have group pulls and meetups, send me an email. If you'd like to be part of the show in terms of your own, say, 2, 3, 5-minute clip talking about Las Vegas, let me know. Pitch me your idea. Again, jrswift@vegastipstricks.com for either one of those. And be on the lookout for some Vegas Tips and Tricks merchandise, and possibly later in the year, a podcast. Okay? I am also thinking, this Wednesday we will do a video from Las Vegas. I haven't decided yet which one we're going to put up, so look for that. And next Saturday, the plan is to actually do a live stream sometime on Saturday afternoon, with the thoughts that that would give us an opportunity to perhaps chat with some of our folks across the pond. We do it at 8 o'clock at night. That's kind of late for most of them. So next Saturday, 2 o'clock Central American time. I can't speak today, but I never really can. So look for that. We'll announce that as a sure thing sometime during the week. And if you want to be notified when we do, hit that little notification bell. It tells you whenever we do anything, and we'll schedule it on the YouTube so you know it's coming up. So thanks so much again for all the support on the vlog. We had viewership was up, and most importantly, it was consistent. I mean, you know, we get about the same number of people watched all the episodes, so that means you're setting through all of it. So I appreciate that. All right, I don't know if that was a longer show or a shorter show. My instincts usually cut me off around 15 minutes regardless. So Until next time, hope that you have a great and lucky week. We will see you soon.